So what we're doing today is replacing the switches on the fan knobs for the fan above the stove. And the problem is you've got these switches here that turn on the light, and this one turns on the fan. Okay, all good. Problem is they're made of plastic, and it has this plastic. Are you able to see that that's broken off plastic? What it should look like, here's the new switch that I have. This nut goes around the thread and you push it through, and then the nut holds against this, the metal on the outside, and that works for both of those. But both of the nuts broke off, and here's just a regular nut, and the plastic broke off, and that made the switches just wobble all around. So what you have to do is get up underneath it. These two screws go into the back of it. It's up in here, and those screws hold into place. I'll give you a piece of advice, that those screws go into the metal there, and if you have a hard time and you're going to strip it trying to get them off, get some oil and just put a little bit of oil on, get the oil and put a little bit of oil on each side. These screws, the thing that takes off that block on that covers all of that, covers the switches on the back, those screws were kind of nasty, and I couldn't get them off, and I was going to strip them, and I just got a little bit of oil, lubricating oil, and dripped it on that, and came back a day later and it worked perfectly. So once you get that case off, now you've got these switches are dangling, and if you look at the back of them, you'll find some clues. And I'll show you a picture of, I took pictures of the backs of these. And I'll give you a tip, is your eyes and even a magnifying glass might not be able to see the tiny writing, but if you get a zoom in with your camera, it'll get a part number, and then you can look it up. And if you're lucky, they're both GE genuine parts, planned obsolescence. One is a fan switch, so it's 10130 at the end, lamp switch, and fan switch. I guess it should be like this. This switch is an identical match. They're the same. Little tab at the top. You got the wires pressing on each side, and you could take this switch off and then try to mark the wires. Or you could do it like I do it. What I'm going to do is take them off one at a time and just shove them into the new switch. So I guarantee they go right back in the same spot. Let me show you how to do that. Okay, this is critical. What we're going to do is we're going to take a screwdriver and shove it into that hole. And it's critical you shut all the power off at the breaker before you do that. And it's critical you shut all the power off at the breaker before you do that. If you just pull on it, it won't come out. But what you do is you just take a little screwdriver. So here's an even littler screwdriver. And you stick it in, and the wire just comes right out. And what I'm going to do is take it and shove it right into the new one. And you shove that into the new one, and now it grips. And so we're doing it identical to the way it's coming out. So let's do the second one. You just shove it in there and it comes right out. And then you do the other two on this side. It comes right out, and it's going to go in the bottom one, and that's held tight. And then the final one comes right off like that, and you take and put it into the same spot on the other. And make sure those are all snug in there and good, and they are. Okay, now we'll do the black one, and we'll do it the exact same way. And it comes off. Into that hole. And then we do the last one, or the second to last one. Shove it in, wire comes out, and it goes right in the same spot. And then you can see this last one is on the bottom, and so take and shove that in, wire comes out, and it'll go in to this last one. And that way we don't have to mess with any of the rat's nest up here. And hopefully we turn the lights on and just test it. Same with the light. You can turn it on. Okay, and those appear that I did that correctly and the wires are working. Make sure that those things stay in place in the thing. Okay, good. Now we get this thing and we get the two switches. We'll poke through the little holes here like that. Make sure there's no wires buckled back there. Okay, like that. And then you just put the nuts on. Okay, and I'll let you decide however you want to put those nuts on. They're kind of a bear. You want to make sure you get them on square, or like, you know, straight up and down, so you don't rip the threads out. And don't put them on too tight or you'll just break them off, like the reason I'm replacing this to start with. So hopefully you can see that, and that holds this nameplate on. We want to put the knobs back on, and they've got a little groove. You're able to see a little flat spot, and that should just go. I suggest you push on the back so you're not messing the things up to start with. And that goes on just like that. And then we've got the switches are back. And so those are on. Okay, now I'll show you what's up underneath there. Okay, so this is up underneath there. Is it hopefully showing up that there's the switches? And then this thing, this cover has this fork thing on it. So this is going to go in that little tab back there, and it's going to kind of cover the wires, and that covers the back side, and you put those screws back in and that kind of covers it all up. That fixes that, and now these are working again. Otherwise, you see those are those nuts, and the black plastic that it screws onto just snapped off. I would say poor design, but I think it's actually perfect design on their spot, because they planned it, called planned obsolescence. Planned to break, so you got to spend another $30. You buy the fan, and then 2 or 3 years later you buy extra switches. So who knows? Let's see if I can get a picture of the model just to show you exactly which one we were messing with here. And if you're lucky, it'll be the same one you have.